Hey Juliana, my name is Marquis and I'm the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more clients to your law firm. Now, most likely, you're just sitting there asking yourself, why would I even be doing this in the first place? Or better yet, what's in it for me? And honestly, those are both very valid questions. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most business owners are just too busy actually running their business in order to really fully understand how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have to working with someone is they just don't know, who's an expert and who isn't, who's there to actually help them, and who's going to end up trying to take their money and run. I found by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can do to really benefit them and their business has resulted in business owners just kind of like standing up and saying, hey, Marquise, can you just do this for me? So if by the end of the video you feel like I can help you with gaining new clients, feel free to reach out and we can chat. Or you can actually take any of this information that I'm presenting you today and you can kind of just use it for yourself, and that's all right too, all right? So now let's show you 3 things that'll set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time. So the 3 things that we're going to go over today are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing is going to be content. So think of content as any of the words, phrases, pictures that show up on your page. So in order to be fully optimized with Google, you do need to have at least 1,500 words on your front page. So what I did was I took your website and actually put it into one of the tools that we utilize here. This is SEO Quake. This is a free extension that you can actually run on your browser. So you can see your domain right up here. And you can see the total words that you guys have on that front page is about 291. So you are quite a ways away from being fully optimized in Google's eyes. And this is one pretty quick change that you can make in order to gain those kind of like brownie points when it comes to Google. If you were to take someone and like compare you guys to one of your competitors, you can see this is injuryattorneyfla.com. They have over 4,000 total words on their front page. So it puts them well into that category of being fully optimized, and having over 4,000 words makes it easier for you to rank for different keywords when people are doing searches online. So definitely something to be mindful of. The second thing we're going to talk about is going to be citations. So in order to really get a grasp of what citations are, what I did was I actually threw in a search term up here. I just threw in Miami personal injury attorney. Whenever you throw in any kind of like keyword search term, there are a couple things that always come up. One is going to be ads. So these are a couple of different kinds of ads. These are Google screened ads. This is something new that they've actually integrated into the Google Ad Network. You have to go through a process of actually getting your business fully screened in order to show up for these ads. But then underneath, you do have the Google search ads. These are pay-per-click ads. They can go one of 2 ways usually. Either they can be very lucrative for your business, especially when you're working with someone that actually knows what they're doing, or they can end up being very expensive for your business, especially when you're working with someone that doesn't really understand how they work. For lawyers, anything within legal tends to have the highest cost per click for keywords. So it ranges anywhere from like $60, $70 per click to well over $300 sometimes per click. So it's definitely something you just need to be careful of. The section that I do want to show you is going to be this section right here. So this is the Google Map Pack, or the map section for short. This is where you can find the name, address, and phone number for a business that is showing up in your area. So I'll tend to have business owners that approach me and just say, like, Marquise, how can I show up in the map pack? How can I get optimized to show up in one of the top 3 spots? Well, in order to do that, there are a couple things that you can do. Some of which are optimizing your description, like what actually describes your company and what you guys do specifically for clients. The second thing, optimizing your pictures. That's something that you can do as well, just making sure that they're optimized for certain keywords that you guys want to show up for. And one of the biggest things that we've seen is optimizing for citations. So citations essentially are anywhere on the internet where your name, address, and phone number show up exactly the same. It gives you a leg up when it comes to showcasing your information, because the more places that you have citations, the higher Google looks at you when it comes to searches. So one thing that I did was I actually threw your information into another tool that we utilize here. This is whitespark.ca. This is essentially a local citation finder. So it shows you all the citations that you show up for across the internet and how many there are. As you can see here, Leite Law, you guys have about 12 citations around the internet. So definitely better than 0, but it's still in kind of like the lower category of the amount of citations that you should have, especially when showing up on something like the Google Map Pack or being fully optimized to show up for a specific set of clients. Especially if you were to compare yourself to one of your competitors. This is Gerson and Schwartz. It looks like they have about 55 citations. So from what I've seen, my research with just working with companies like your own, citations do usually range anywhere from 25, 30 citations to around like 50, 55 citations. What I tend to recommend for companies is that they have anywhere between 200 and 300 citations. Why? It's just to put you guys in the league all your own. It does make it easier for you guys to kind of just stand out when it comes to anything dealing with Google, because a lot of companies don't take the time to really build up the citations, even though it weighs heavily in getting you to rank in that map pack section. The third thing that I want to talk about today are going to be backlinks. So think of backlinks as how a website has authority on the web. So simply put, if you were to take site A and site A points to site B, therefore site A is acting as a backlink for site B that gives site B more authority on the web. So you have to think of Google as kind of like a popularity contest. The more sites that are pointing at you, the more popular you are in Google's eyes. So if you were to throw your domain here into another one of the tools that we utilize here, this is Ahrefs. So this is probably one of the more robust tools that we use in order to learn more about a company and how they are looking on the web. So through your website right in here again, and it looks like here you guys have about 23 backlinks across 19 referring domains. So definitely have 23 backlinks. It's good. I will say that that is a good place to be. It's a good start. You know, it's better than having 0 backlinks. I've definitely had companies that have started working with me and they had no backlinks at all. And then we were able to build them into having hundreds to thousands of backlinks, which is definitely a better area for them to be in. So if we were to take this number, the 23 that you have, once again, comparing it to one of your competitors, you can see here, Injury Attorney FLA, you guys, they have about 28,000 backlinks, and that's across 334 referring domains. So this is probably one of the reasons that they show up on the first page when you're searching for something like Miami Personal Injury Attorney. This is definitely giving them a leg up and then helping them to show up for searches on Google. You also have to keep in mind that not just any backlink is relevant, basically. You do need to work with more relevant backlinks. So it's a difference between having a backlink for, I don't know, bestlawyers.com and having a backlink for dominoes.com. You know, like one actually deals with the law, legal representation, the other deals with like pizza. So you do need to make sure that the backlinks that you are going after are actually relevant. All right, so that pretty much covers everything. So once again, just to go over what we have kind of like gone over in this video, one is going to be content. So your front page needs to have at least 1,500 words in order to be fully optimized in Google's eyes. The second thing is citations. So you're going to want to have anywhere between 200 and 300 citations just to kind of like beat out the competition by a landslide. And the third thing is backlinks. So you're going to need more relevant sites that are pointing at you guys just to show Google you are the authority. And if you were to implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google as well. So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go and utilize the information that I presented you today on your own, and I'm perfectly all right with that. Or if you want the most effective route and actually want to save yourself some time, you can actually just give me a call at 970-829-1342. Once again, my name is Marquis, and I am with Nomatic Marketing, and my number is 970-829-1342. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good one.